welcome back. Joining us now is Caleb from Foster Financial. And Caleb, I think the important topic across the board right now are taxes. I think so many people are talking about this because we're right in the midst of tax season. So specifically, we're talking about 1099. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's exactly right. I know we've been talking a lot about Secure Act 2.0, but I feel like taxes are probably even more top of mind for a lot of people right now. So specifically, because in 2022, with the market, taking a dip, it was a big year for Roth conversions, and it was a big year for kind of other tax strategizing things that a lot of financial advisors leverage. And so some people will get their 1099, and specifically your 1099-R, which is kind of associated with your IRA account in most cases, and it shows a gross distribution from your retirement account or from your IRA. And what it doesn't show is how that's all broken down, right? So a piece of that number that you get on that 1099 is just regular distributions that someone might take, a $500 monthly withdrawal to supplement their income. But it also includes any Roth conversions over the course of the year. It includes qualified charitable distributions, and it includes money that was just sent to the government for taxes. And so sometimes people give this to their CPA, and the CPA goes, okay, is part of this Roth conversions, is it QCDs? And people will go, I'm not really sure, let me, chat with my financial advisor. And so it can be good for people to kind of understand, because it was such a big year for tax strategizing, that 1099s might look a little different.
Interesting, and I think one of the things people have brought up, how does Foster Financial and CPAs, how do they work together?
Yeah, good question. So because we've noticed that this is such a big thing, and CPAs can not necessarily know what that breakdown is, every single year at the end of the year, for all of our clients, we send out a tax letter to them. And we basically say, or sometimes we send it directly to their CPA too if we have all the information on file. But it lists out and says, hey, you're going to get a 1099 this year. Of that number, this was just the regular withdrawals, this was the Roth conversion, this was the qualified charitable distributions. And what that does is, it helps the clients not pay excess taxes that they don't need to, or, be forced to refile later. So it's kind of saving time, saving money for the clients.
Absolutely. Well, you mentioned a few of the benefits, but what is the benefit of working with you all through this tax process?
Yeah, I mean, we've certainly talked about before just the necessity of holistic financial planning. And, it allows, even in years like 2022, where the market is dipping, that we can still add value to the clients by, doing these Roth conversions when it's an optimal year to do so, and helping them with taxes when it comes to that time.
Absolutely. And you said off camera that you've had some calls this week because people are now starting to file their taxes. What are some other questions you've been getting that maybe our viewers could learn about and hear about?
Yeah, we definitely get a lot of questions about the 1099s, and so a lot of times we refer people to that tax letter. And I think my favorite call I got over this past week was we had a new client that we took on over this past year, and they had a CPA that we hadn't worked with before. And so this was that CPA's first year getting the tax letter from Foster Financial. And so because of that tax letter that we sent, the CPA was able to realize that the client didn't provide them with the 1099 that they needed. And so he called us and he's like, hey, I saw your number down here, and I think we don't have, a 1099. Are you able to send it to us? And so since we had all the information on file, we could send it right there. And the CPA was just like, thank you so much for sending this letter. It saves us all time. So that was a really helpful one to get.
Absolutely. And Caleb, I think a lot of times, because we're heading into tax season, people are now looking at their finances a little more. And with Foster Financial, just explain, is it still possible right now to have help with their taxes, or just even this new year with all their finances? Is it ever too late?
No, it's never too late. There are certainly big periods of time in somebody's life, when they retire, when they're thinking about taking Social Security, when they hit RMD age. There are many different areas where it's a great time to start taking a look at your finances and kind of reassessing, what can be done better.
Thanks, Caleb, for being here. Like always, an important topic. I mean, you need to talk about. It's just how it is during this time of the year. And if you are interested in more information of Foster Financial or with Foster Financial, or of course, booking that complimentary consultation today, all that information is on your screen right now.